folks, how you doing? Russell True Results 303.com. Check out the website link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Put in the healing back in health. When you're at the website, sign up for the newsletter. Get your free downloads, setting goals, fitness, and nutrition. Follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Podcast is out there. All links below in the description box. Coming at you today with my half-yeared experience, right? My half-yeared experience. For those who don't know, you should if you're here watching this. Yeared is a beard for a year, and I'm on my yeared. Let's see if I can get in. I don't know how this camera works. You can check it out. It's looking pretty good in my opinion. It's growing rather slow. I've got the bald here. Got a lot of weird different colors. Red's starting to come in. Got a couple nice little grays here somewhere. Right, got my patchiness here. So, what I've learned, my experience. Personally, I like it. I like the beard. I'm going to keep it going. The difficulty is now I trimmed my mustache a little bit. But I'm going to have to trim it again because now I'm doing a half Ironman race. I'm also doing a little weekly documentary about that. A little blog about that. But when I swim, the mustache falls in my mouth, so I might have to trim that up. But like I said, I think a great thing is, one of my favorite rappers, D1, he has a verse in his song. He has dreadlocks, and he says, "My locks hangs to my waistline, represents the patience and determination. I ain't here to waste time." So I think that's a thing about beard as well. People want to say, "Oh, it's just you're lazy, you don't want to shave." In actuality, it takes a lot of work, and it's completely different. That's why I shaved my head up here. I was going to grow this out. Personally, I think it looks better with the shaved head up top and the beard. But this takes time, man, to get this, not only for it to grow, to somewhat look decent. You got to go through the struggles of that bad hair day. I don't have hair. That's the reason why I got rid of this. This takes enough work to where I was like, I'm not even going to mess with my hair. So it takes time. It takes patience. It's going to help you work on your virtues. I think as a Catholic man, a Christian man, that is something that we all need to work on. Even just humans in general, patience, right? We've got to understand that success doesn't come overnight. It always takes time, and that's the beauty of the beard, right? I just saw one of my friends on Facebook posted like the 7 nasty things about beards or whatever, and it was there's disease and bacteria, whatever, growing in. Well, that's no different than your hair, right? I mean, and if you take care of it, it shouldn't matter, right? As long as you take care of it, it does not matter. So I'm going to go quick with grooming tips, and then I'm just going to end it here, right? So the grooming tips that I've learned is you definitely need a blow dryer. When it's getting this long, you need a blow dryer, right? A lot of the other beard YouTube channels and things that I watch sometimes, they say it should be growing a 1/4 inch a month. I don't think mine is anywhere near that. But once again, you need a blow dryer once it gets long enough. Combs, you're going to have to comb it. I've decided to finally start carrying a comb with me, at least in my car or somewhere, just to comb it out. A brush and a comb. One thing I've learned is if you're going to use multiple products, or even so, hold on. When putting products in, blow dry it, and then for me, I wait at least another 5 minutes to let this thing dry. What I've known with my hair is putting product in it when it's wet is not a good idea, right? And I think it's better to use the oil or the beard balm. I have this conditioner, and I put it in, and I don't like the way that holds as much. So I think I'm going to start using that at night, that conditioner, and then the beard balm or the oil in the morning. And that's one thing I would probably say you don't want to apply more than one product at a time. I only bought the beard conditioner because at the beginning I didn't like the oil as much. That other brand I had, it was some brand from Sally Beauty Supply. But it said use the two together for best results. So when I understand that and I read that, it's like, oh, put one in and then put the next one in. I don't get good results from that. So it's more like use the conditioner maybe before you go to bed, beard balm during the day. or in the morning before you leave to work. Now, like I said, you want to blow dry it. Blow dry it down, like they say, blow dry it in the direction you want the hair to go. And then from there, I still give it, I'll get dressed, walk around the house, get drinks, eat whatever little bit of food I have to eat if I have to eat before I go, pack my gym bag, get ready for the day, and then I put it on right before I'm about to leave. Right? So I give it more time to dry. Because like I said, I've noticed for me, if it's wet, putting it in when my beard hair is wet is a horrible idea, right? And then one thing I've noticed now, especially for me, since my part-time job, I'm a personal trainer, so if you're here for the beard videos, check out the nutrition, the exercise and fitness videos, the spiritual videos as well. If you're here on the beard stuff, search the channel. I got a lot of motivational fitness and health stuff as well, spiritual stuff, Christian Catholicism. But the one thing I've noticed is since my part-time job, I'm working at a restaurant, I do a lot of cooking, and it could be anywhere. It's about to be summer here in Colorado anyways. It's March, but it dries out during the day. So what I might start doing is, because my girlfriend just bought me a bunch of beard balms, so I might start to keep the oil with me and then oil it up about halfway through the day. That's what I'm about to start doing, maybe, right? Or maybe that conditioner. Just because, once again, it keeps that shine. Just as the day goes on, it gets a little dull, especially for me when you're back there by I'm back there cooking, so I got that heat coming off, right? And then, of course, now that I'm training for my half Ironman, like I discussed before, if I'm out biking, things like that, it just dries out, I think, from the wind. And then once again, then it starts kind of fluffing out. I can comb it down every once in a while, and that helps. But I'm thinking about maybe adding product midday. So, but once again, and then for me, these under hairs, they tend to just lay flat. So I just got to make sure I get them out to make that beard nice and full down low. And for that right there, in my opinion, that's all you really need to know. Make sure you're blow dry. Oh, I don't put soap in it. There's some people that say you can. I don't ever soap it. I mean, I think the conditioner is good enough. So I'll condition it, and that's it. I'll condition it every day when I'm in the shower, and that's it. I don't even use soap on it. Just the conditioner, and I think that's about everything I want to say about my year journey. I should have done like a, like the little compilation videos. I think that would have been really cool. Didn't do it. Don't really care. I'm still not going to do it for the year. For the full year, but once again, I think it was something neat. I really like the beard, in my opinion. I get mixed reviews, but it is what it is. And if you're letting it grow, don't go get a beard trim. I did, and the guy looked at me, because I was about 5 months, 5.5 is about 2 weeks ago, 6 months, and I went in there, and he's like, well, you trying to let it grow? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, you really don't need to be here, but you scheduled the appointment, so whatever. So he just kind of faded in up here. Not sure I was a fan of that, but he just kind of did the fade here. If not, it's something you probably do at home, I would assume. He cleaned up the neck a little bit, but other than that, just let it grow. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. For me, it was about that 5-month mark. About 3.5 to 5. So for about a month, there was, in reality, in that month, I also got the flu, but it seemed like it was not good. I couldn't have a good beard day in that entire month, and I think it just had to reach that length, and then it finally kind of got long enough to where it could straighten itself out. It stopped being super curly, but give it about 5 months, and I think you'll be all right, because once I hit 5.5 months, in my opinion, I've never had a bad beard day since, right? Except now that I'm swimming too. So sometimes if I get out of the pool, it will look bad if I don't shower right away and get cleaned up, because I'll swim in the morning on an off day. And then to me, it's like, I was in the pool all day. I don't really need to shower. That's my train of thought. It's probably a horrible train of thought. But so then it'll look kind of bad I think it's just all the chemicals and crap in the water. That's not good for it. But other than that, just let it grow. About that 6-month mark, I think everybody will be pleased. Like all beard videos say, it's going to take time For those who have the patchy beard, you just need to let those hairs grow long and start to fill in and cover things. Like I said right here, I think that's pretty much a no-go. Maybe eventually I'm starting to get this to fill in more, just because the hairs grow at different lengths, different rates, right? Some of these hairs didn't start growing in until the 3rd month. So now it's starting to really get full around this area because these ones are starting to come in. And just as those hairs take longer to grow, I think the longer you can last with the beard, even if you decide to trim here, don't ever trim up in here. Let all these grow down and meet up to where everything that's starting here is the same length as here. You know, that's what's going to create that really awesome beard. Anything up here is the full length of here. So it's going to cover any patch from there to there. The main goal of the beard that I'm getting is the higher the beard, the longer you want it to be. Right? Those hairs. The longer those hairs you want to be. The older your beard gets. So no matter what, you never want to shave this, in my opinion. You want everything up here to be that long. And then anything down here can be a little bit shorter. That doesn't matter. You know, my cousin's husband has a beard. I think the one thing he does that's really doesn't look good is he lets everything grow. So you can see it's like a bad layering job. Like everything's short here, and then it goes to long here. And you can see just this weird look. You know what I mean? To me, it's a weird look. So I like keeping everything the same length. That's my own pickiness. But there you go. My journey, the yeared, half-yeared. Should you be growing a beard? Heck yeah, we're men. That's the way God made us. Let it roll. You know what I mean? Even here in the States, I think even if you look at possible popes, right? Or just any spiritual significant figure in life, they all had beards, right? All presidents had beards until the invention of the shaver. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, now that you know, now everybody wants to be baby smooth. I like the beard. And luckily my lady does too, because if not, she'd have to deal with it. But I like it. Men, you should grow it. It's awesome. And I think it's just a sign of our masculinity. You know, it's something that God gave us. Take it, roll with it, embrace it, and let's do it. You know, they want to call it the hipster look. Whatever. You know, that's just people that are jealous they can't grow a beard or probably don't look good with a beard. So, you know what? They're lost, right? Let them make fun of you, because that's usually what happens. They're making fun of you because they're insecure about themselves. So, once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Yeah, leave your comments below. How's your beard growing? Any tips? I'll try to let you know. This is the longest my beard's ever been in my life. You know, I would usually keep it at, you know, like a ½ inch and then just trim it up. And this time I decided just to let it roll. As times change, as people grow, I think this is something that I wanted to adapt and just wanted to be a bearded man, right? A bearded gentleman, a Catholic bearded gentleman at that. Once again, I'm struggling to be a true Catholic and Christian, but all you can do is try your best. And if you're going to wear the beard, at least wear it with pride, and don't be a jerk and be a gentleman, right? Don't give bearded men bad names, all right? So, once again, hope this helps. Don't forget to follow my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there. Subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.